Dr. Gregory Jantz, author and founder of the Center for Counseling and Health Services, says if unhealthy eating habits are weighing your family down, it's time to adjust your lifestyle and your family's. By creating a realistic, healthy plan for your family, you'll be taking baby steps to a healthier life. In his new book, Healthy Habits and Happy Kids, Dr. Jantz motivates your family to get moving,
Well, Doctor, I understand also that there's some food people ought to be eating, and Christy's standing by with a few tips for healthy snacks, so if you don't mind joining her over here, and Christy will show us what's next. Christy.
Absolutely, Pat. I'm sitting here amongst all of this food, and these are the different snacks that we shouldn't have, as well as the snacks that we should have. Like, for instance, this little Debbie thing with cream in it, loaded with sugar. It's absolutely...
No, wait a minute. I'm going to show you something else to do.
Horrible.
Well, you know what? We're accustomed, and the world does relate to kids through sweets, and it is the temptation to do that. And, does it taste all right?
You know...
Come on.
It's so good. But I know that it's not about what's good, it's about what's healthy, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. You know, I had a lot of fun with apples, for example.
Okay.
I have one of my boys, he's having a hard time with fruit. And so I took a full apple and I carved a face on it.
Okay.
Okay, and I put it in front of him, and we're doing some fun little experiments. Now, you know me, I'm always experimenting.
Sure.
And, you know, he eats it if I carve a face into it.
Okay.
But he won't eat that apple if I don't carve the face. Now,
So
eventually we got to grow out of that.
So in other words, you've got to make food fun. Well, let's kind of
make it fun. Okay.
So that everybody can really see this.
Sure.
You know, I just took a bite of a little pastry, but this tends to be the food that a lot of kids and teenagers are eating right now.
Let me just give an example.
Okay.
Ice cream, now we do have a lot of sugar here. The average American gets 135 pounds of sugar a year. 135 pounds.
Wow.
So kids, you know, wow. That's not the fuel we're meant to run on. That's not how God designed us.
Exactly.
Now, tomorrow is my birthday. My little boys are already planning something, and I know they'll have ice cream. Okay, so what we do every once in a while is all right. Let's not be so rigid that we take the joy and fun out of it. But let's have, now look over here.
Rather than chips and ice cream and things of this sort,
remember, you
options.
don't have to buy these things.
Gotcha.
Particularly with kids, they're going to find it anyway.
Gotcha.
So don't have to add to it and buy more. The one thing that happens is all the sugar, and then we have games. What happens is kids, they get the couch potato syndrome early on. So, and they're playing games and eating the sugar. This is why we have so many kids now that are overweight. So young.
Exactly.
Okay, now we've got here some cheese sticks, for example. Now, at first, the kid may not have an acquired taste for this. Not at first. It takes a little bit of time. Now, I did an experiment where I actually had a chocolate bar, and we had actually carrots. And one of my little boys...
Now, don't tell me your child picked carrots, because...
No, not at first. It took a while.
Okay.
This is my experiments.
Gotcha, I'm listening.
Now, he now will choose the carrots most of the time.
Really?
And I can put two right in front of him. Now, you can get a kid...
But why is that? That's the key. How do you get a child to switch their taste buds?
We're going to develop this taste.
Okay.
So, it takes a little bit of time.
Well, good.
Start with water.
And that's really important as well.
Oh, water, yes. Most kids, as I mentioned, don't get enough water. And I like to have clean water. And so I actually put a water bottle, and I mark their goal for each day.
Oh, that's a great idea. And another point that I also want to reiterate is the fact that a lot of times kids aren't hungry, they just like to munch. They like the chewing sensation, not just kids, but adults as well. So rather than the munching of chips, you can munch on broccoli or munch on apples. It's that munchy, crunchy feeling.
Give yourself 30 days to do this. Say, for the next month, I'm just going to make healthier choices.
Gotcha.
I may not like it at first. I may not even see the reward in it at first, but I bet if you give yourself a month to do this.
Gotcha.
Oh, it'll be worth it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here and showing us some of these great healthy and non-healthy treats. And I know that, Pat, you've got some more information for us as well. Pat?
Well, we have a fact sheet on this whole matter, and Dr. Jantz's book, Healthy Habits, Happy Kids, you can get at our website. You can log on and web order at 1-800-716-FACT. Well, we leave you today with these words from Ephesians 2:8. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and not of yourselves, it is the gift of God.